everyone, and welcome back to Spy Family Season 3, Episode 13. I'm wearing a very colorful MHA shirt because I recorded MHA earlier today, the MHA finale, so I was wearing that in honor, I guess, of the show. But yeah, now we're watching the season finale of Spy Family. This is gonna be Season 3, Episode 13. Last time we were in the middle of this arc that was sort of the secret police versus Wise, that whole deal going on. So we were doing a fight against Winston Wheeler, is that right? I don't have it written there. Do I have it written here? Yeah, Winston Wheeler. Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad I remember that. Winston Wheeler fighting against, he was fighting against Fiona, and he fought against he fought against Twilight, and then at the end of the episode, he was fighting against Fiona, right? That was how it ended. Yeah, he was fighting against, Twilight dressed as Yuri. That's why I thought Yuri. So yeah, really cool shit. I'm really excited to see how this ends, and like if they do set up for another season. Like I know there's future seasons. I'm a manga reader. I know that there's more, but I'm curious to see what they do here. So make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and definitely subscribe for this upcoming anime season, because in the next season, there are some crazy fucking shows. Like, there's a lot of big shows coming out in this upcoming season, and I can't wait to start my reactions to them. So, keep your eye on that. Go to my One Piece channel, where I'm almost caught up with One Piece as well. Insane. But yeah, let's jump into this. This is Spy Family Season 3, Episode 13. I found out today that Nightfall is voiced by Ayane Sakura, who I love. I didn't even realize she had her voice actress. A world where we cannot survive. Hey, this is what I was saying. She like turned off her limiters. She's gonna break herself against this man. Oh my god. Oh, hearing the cracks. Oh, I hate the cracks. It's so effective, but I hate it. Oh my god, she fights like Deku. Even maybe more insane. Damn. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Plus he's cool, don't kill him. How much did he see? The sound effects. Yeah. But also you love Yor. But also you just love her. Like how she's like, he's bullshitting me because he cares about her, but he's also right. Oh, right. It's this guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're being carried. He's basically carrying me like a princess. Ah! That's so funny. I mean, there's no reason you have to put on such a front. You could just say nothing about it instead of being like, I hate this. This sucks. That's very true. Yeah. They're just quabbling. Oh my god, Fiona, go to sleep. You bitch. Yes, of course. Is it gonna be all fixed? Of course, she's just the adorable Yor as always. That was his relief hitting him, right? There's always his excuses. My patience attacked me. Aww. Yeah, she was still a bit drunk. Okay. She admitted it all. Good job. Yeah, what a stupid reason. It's just such an illogical, idiotic reason for him to be worrying for that long. She'll be happy to. Yeah. You just wanted to feel useful? Aww. Yeah, give her some more things to do. Aww. That's nice. Thanks, Yor. You'll handle all the cooking from now on. Oh god. Well, it's suspicious that Lloyd's hurt. Yeah. Careful. Okay, that's good at least. He got shot. It's fine. It's fine. He wasn't shot. Good cover, honestly. That's true. Okay, this is a plausible reason for him not to be suspicious. Oh, I like her being protective of Lloyd. Oh, I've seen this screenshot of Lloyd showering everywhere today. Yeah, he's good at his job. But I mean, obviously when he's extra suspicious of someone. If you weren't extra paranoid, you would have been fucked there. No, it's probably just you're trying to cook or something. I'm trying to iron. How do you set something on fire while ironing it? That's so funny. I forgot this guy was still around. So you're still kind of pissed off with Lloyd. Oh, that's Handler, right? Yeah, I was like, who is this woman? Well, you pull it off. Okay, that's good. Aw, you get a head pat. I want a head pat from Handler. Oh. Well, that's good. Good job. No, she's getting better. By your uncle. Aww. She's so cute, man. Whoa, cool. Did Becky's family buy that for you? Don't hurt the toys. Now you're a big lion. Can't do that. Oh, I hate that. Don't you find it crazy that the dog is listening to English or to Japanese? Oh, it's insane. I was about to say he's an alpaca, not a giraffe. Yeah, he's fine just the way he is. Aww. Aww, this is so cute. Nice little mother-daughter moments. Oh, brush his hair? That's in the imagination, right? What does he actually look like if you do it? He needs to be scruffy. Lloyd's like, shut the fuck up. He's trying to recover from a gunshot wound. Okay, what are we seeing now? To end, oh my god, okay, a dream from Anya. Hell yeah! Whoa! Ah, animation style here is very cute. It's a tiny Bond. This is a crazy sequence. This is how they're ending the season. Aww. Oh, just so cute. I mean, I love when they just end with like nice family moments. Because that's what this show is at its heart, I think. Aww. Well, that was nice. That was just a nice ending. We got a pretty quick conclusion to the Wheeler fight. Makes sense. I mean, it was already mostly done. Like, we already had Fiona clock him across the head. So we had like that. We just had some small epilogue stuff from it, and then finish it off with what I like the most, which is like the main characters' dynamics, their relationships with one another, like those nice little family moments. Because I mean, it's spy family, spy X family, spy meets family, however you want to think of that title. But like the family is like one of the most important parts of the series. And so yeah, it's cool seeing some spy stuff, but it's just the best when we actually have, I think, Yuri and Anya and Lloyd, like those characters all interacting with one another. It's just that can be very, very cute. So like, I really liked yours conclusion to this like having gripes with my husband arc, you know? Like, I think the idea behind it is silly, right? The idea of like, oh well, husbands and wives have to fight about something, and so she's like creating things to fight about just so that they feel more normal, right? Like it's a silly like comedy premise. It's a funny comedy premise, but then like, I liked the reasoning that they gave in this episode for, like, I think the thing was, I didn't really need something to gripe about. I just wanted to feel useful, which actually is kind of a gripe that she has in a weird way, but she's not the kind of person to be frustrated by that. But I think she was a little saddened by that. Just the idea that, like, that Lloyd is so capable and competent that she feels like she's not doing anything. She's not helping him in any way. And sometimes she just wants to feel like she can help. So I really appreciated that. And, you know, and we get to see her immediately, you know, trying to iron his clothes, and like he gets to rest up for the whole day. You know, he was actually still doing work, but that's, you know, that was the intention, was for him to rest up the entire day. And she, like, worries about, you know, parenting Anya for the day. She, like, cooks breakfast for all of them. She does all these things that, like, help out the family. She brushed Bond and brushed Anya. And maybe brushed Frankie off screen, who knows. So, like, I like little things like that, like character moments like that. I'm just obsessed with Yor. I love Yor so much. I mean, you can probably see over there, I got a big, what's the best way to point to this? There we go. I got a big Yor poster thing on my whiteboard right above my bed. So it's like, I love that character so much. And so I love seeing her develop in any way, you know? I think she's such a great character because she has clearly a lot of flaws or whatever, but, like, she's also just, like, the perfect woman to aspire to be, you know? Like, I just aspire to be, or aspire to meet, or aspire to have as your partner. Just someone who's, you know, if we take away the murder part of her character, if we pull that aside, someone who's, like, so dedicated and loving and trying to improve herself constantly, and silly, and just has a very genuine heart. Like, we see her in a monologue. That's the thing about this series as well, is we know these characters so intimately in Spy Family because we can often hear their inner monologues, which is why, like, a character like Donovan Desmond is such a mystery in this show, because he's one of the only characters we don't get to hear his inner monologue, right? But like, other than that, I mean, we even heard Melinda's inner monologue earlier in the season, right? Like, we know what Damien thinks in his own mind, you know? We know what Becky thinks in her own mind. Like, Damien, you know, is a classic tsundere character, but we do actually hear into his mind to hear that, like, he doesn't even know what he's feeling. He doesn't even fully understand it, but he does know that it's kind of affection in a weird way, but he doesn't know to what extent that is. And, like, because of that, we just get to know the characters so much more than if you were to just have the characters, you know, like, just talking to each other and we don't hear what's going on in their head. We don't really know when they're being extra deceptive or when they're thinking something different. But with that being said, I think it works in Spy Family because of the telepathy plot, where it's like hearing people's inner monologues works more in this show because it's also in some instances, not all of them, but in some instances it's diegetic. We're hearing them because another character is also hearing them. Not all the time. We also hear it when other characters aren't hearing it, or when Anya specifically isn't hearing it as well. But like, you know, being able to, like, it's just because, like, the idea of thoughts and, like, what people are thinking versus what they actually say is a big theme in this series. It really works. Whereas for some shows, I feel like if I'm constantly, like, hearing into people's heads, and, like, it's hearing into everyone's heads, it might break the immersion a little bit, maybe, you know, or maybe you'd be telling me too much information that I don't really need to know, you know. But I mean, there's a lot of shows obviously that go into people's heads, especially anime, but I feel like they often limit it quite a bit, right? Like, I feel like if I think of My Hero, for example, you know, we do hear into people's heads, but I feel like you majorly hear into Deku's head because he's a protagonist, you know, mainly. And you're, like, less likely to hear into into like All for One's head, you know. But it all still happens because that's the nature of anime, and especially like manga, things based on manga, like manga having thought bubbles is so much easier, you know, and you can like really get a lot of information across through thought stuff, and it doesn't feel as strange as it does when it's being represented on TV, you know. When you're seeing thoughts on TV, that's become like less and less of a thing, I feel like, as time has gone on. Like the idea of expressing someone's thoughts, like we don't often do that as much anymore, I feel like, at least not in Western TV and movies. But yeah, anyway, so all this to say, I love Yor. And that scene of Nightfall using her dislocated arm to whip Wheeler is so fucking insane. But the sound effects, oh my god, like that's so brutal to like see her kicking him and hear the cracking, the breaking of her leg. Oh, I hated it. But I said in the previous episode about like how the whole Lloyd and Yuri thing, like he really actually has put himself on a major suspect list for Yuri because of all this situation. Like I feel like Yuri's gonna be way more suspicious of him. But then in this episode, I feel like that's a good justification for why he wouldn't be suspicious, you know, like, or why he would lose the main suspicion there, which is like he goes over, he sees his arm, and yeah, there's no bullet wounds there, you know. So he sees that, and then he's like, okay, well, that'd be a hard thing to cover up. Obviously, he can cover it up because he's a master spy, but Yuri in that moment would be more likely to think he made a mistake, because it's way more likely that he just checked the wrong man's arm because he's biased against him than that he's actually the spy, and he used the incredible prosthetics to be able to cover up this wound, and also he's hiding it basically perfectly, almost perfectly. I mean, obviously Yuri spotted a little mistake he made, but for him to have that realization and then walk away going like, yeah, what am I thinking? He's dressed as, like, in the past, Twilight has been the Minister, he's been Wheeler, he's been these other people that he has no connection with. So he just chose me, even though he doesn't have a connection with me. And that makes sense. That's a good justification, I think, where it's like, yeah, he chose you at random. And in fact, maybe the fact that he chose you tells you that he's not likely related to you because it would be risky. Like, you know, you would take into account like, oh, I don't want to give away that I know him, so I'm not going to dress as him. So it's like a double bluff. But yeah, anyway, I just think that was cool. And that is the end of season 3 of Spy Family. Another great season, very entertaining, great characters. It's a great adaptation of what's a pretty great manga. So, yeah, that's Spy Family season 3, episode 13. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.